today's video is going to be about, my dog keeps barking. It is going to be about a makeup review. So I am going to do a foundation review today, and I'm going out for lunch, so I'm going to test it out. I usually would wait and make sure my dog doesn't bark, but I actually have to go somewhere, so I'm just going to do it. We are testing out today the Tarte Shake Tape. So it is the hydrating foundation. I have shade Fair Light Neutral. So I actually got this in a deal that Tarte was doing where you could get a certain amount of products. I can't actually remember what else I got. I know that I got the foundation because they were trying to, I think, push this foundation. And then there was like a selected product, and there were 7 of them. I know I got lashes, which are down the bottom drawer. I got this blush, which is Peaceful. So it's their Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. It is honestly one of my new favorites. I'll show you the color. It's a nice sort of like peachy, cover the mirror, that might be an idea, and cover my face so you can actually see it. There you go. It's a nice sort of like, I don't know, pinky, corally sort of color. It's really nice. Like, it's an in-between. It's not too much on either side. I also got a bag. I love this bag, actually. I have so many makeup bags, especially Jeffree Star ones, but I do really like this one because it fits so much in. It's so loose, but it's still like compact. So I really like that. You can fit heaps of stuff in it. Now, I also got a few other things. I think there were 7 things that you get, and that's 4 of them. So 3, I don't actually remember what I got. But I think I got everything for $80, and it was a value of over $200. So it was a really, really good deal, but they were just like selected products where you would pick out of 4 products, you pick one, and then you'd go on to the next one and you'd pick out of 4 products which one you want. So it was a really, really good deal, but I think they were just trying to push, you know, some of their slow makeup, which is a really good way to advertise, because I think it would have gone really, really well, especially for $80. So, you know, well done Tarte for a really good special, because I tried out new products that I normally wouldn't get, and you know, I'm really surprised about this blush. It's become one of my favorite things. So I've used the foundation a couple of times. I've used it under a couple of different bases, but today I thought I would just use it under a plain base. So this one is the Napoleon Autopilot Pre-Foundation Skin Primer. It's just a really nice primer. I'll start doing my makeup as I talk. A really nice sort of creamy primer. It doesn't really do anything super special, but it's just a nice hydrating creamy base, and I find that it is really good to hold my makeup down for the whole day. But it smells amazing. It feels amazing on my skin. It's sort of like cooling, and the smell is just deluxe. So there we go, all on. I just washed my hair, so I've got it sort of up, sort of funny, and then I'll take it out at the end of the video. All right, so we've got a primer laid down. We will do foundation. So I'm going to test it out, like I said before. Test it out. I'm going out for lunch. I will wear it until I get back, and then I will do a check-in, see how it's going. If I decide that I've had enough and I know what it's like, I will take it off. Otherwise, I might leave it on until the end of the day, because it is 9:30. So I feel like I should give it a good go and leave it on until probably 5:30 or maybe 6 o'clock. And that will give it like a good, by the time I finish my makeup, it's 9:38, so 10 o'clock. Yeah, that'll give it a good 8 hours. So I think I'll leave it on until about 6 o'clock, but I will check in when I get back, which will probably be about 3. And then I will check in again before I take it off at 6 o'clock. So let's get on with it. It comes in their doe foot, like the concealer. This is a pretty good color for me, though it is a little bit of a yellow base. I sort of like a bit more of a neutral pinky sort of base. Not necessarily say pinky, I would just say neutral. I have a very neutral skin tone. Not really a warm skin tone. So I just put it all over, just to really get it on there. And then bounce it in with my sponge. This one is the Morphe Jeffree Star collab. It's really good. I love it. I don't feel like I'm talking very well today because I just woke up. Well, actually no, I woke up at 8, but actually no, I woke up at 7:30, but I'm just tired. Had a shower, washed my hair, shaved my legs, all that good stuff, ready to re-tan. I have a really cool tan to show you. I'll show you in a minute once I finish bouncing this in. It is a Eco-Tan brand, and it's their hemp one. So it is their Hempy Tan Body Tan Water. So I don't know if you can really see the writing there. It's sort of shiny, but Google it. It is really good. So it's by Eco-Tan, which is Australian. It's a spray on 1 hour express tan. I love it. Honestly, I think it is awesome. I am not a big tanner because I hate the stickiness. I hate having to wait. It drives me insane. So I like just to, you know, get it on, get it quick, and not have to worry about like walking around like a scarecrow. And this one is really good for that. I found that I only need to keep it on for an hour. When I put it on, it goes on clear, which is sort of like there's a downfall to that because I found that there's a little bit of patchiness because I couldn't see where I had. So like behind here, I found that there was a patch. I think it's all come off now, so I don't think you can see, but it was on this side and it was just here. I had like a little patch. Oh, it's still sort of on there. And there was, because you spray it on, I have a few like little dots just in this area here. I think it's still sort of slightly there. So you can see that dot there. I've exfoliated it, but it hasn't fully come off yet. And oh, there's the line just there. But besides that, like, it was my first time using it, and now that I sort of know what it's like, I know that I have to spray a bit more on and really rub it in. And I use the Eco-Tan glove. So they've got this new one where you use the fluffy side for their normal mousse and the smooth side for their water. It was great. Like, it was so easy and it went on so quick, and I felt that I wasn't sticky, and you know, it's only for an hour. You can leave it on longer, but it just says between 1 and 4 hours. And it says that, and it said on the website, I went and had a look on the website, that if you leave it on, no, if you put on more, the darker you'll be. So I only did like a light one, and I found that it was dark enough for me because I am very fair anyway. So I felt that just having a light wash just made that difference. Whereas if I went darker, it would be really noticeable and like a fake tan. So yeah, I really enjoyed just having a light cover. So this is the foundation on. It's a really nice coverage. Get you right nice and close. It's gone on nicely. I will put concealer on, and I will set it. You can see it's a real nice, it's not a full coverage, but I wouldn't say it's a super light coverage. I put a bit on. Oops, now I've taken it too far out. It's probably like a medium, but you can build it like I put the first lot, and I always find that I always want a bit more coverage around here because I get red. so I like to cover that area, but I feel like it's a nice buildable coverage. So I will go and put the rest of my makeup on because I have somewhere to go and I need to go soon, and if I keep talking I will be here forever. And then I will come back all dolled up and show you the final look, and then I will go off to lunch and I'll come back and check in. So I'll be back very shortly. Alright, I gotta finish my lips in the car, but this is the look. I love it. I think it's really nice and glowy, and the foundation is looking okay. I have a feeling it's going to crack around here, and it is falling into my fine lines quite a lot, but it does like photograph really well, so we'll see. But I've got to go because I'm late, and I will see you when I get back. Alright, I'm back. I thought I'd better wrap this up because I want to have a shower and wash this off. I'm tired. Had a big day. Went for lunch, had a really good lunch. Come home, well, we went shopping first. Went to Kmart, then I came home. We went for a walk to my neighbour's house because I'm looking after their house. So we had to feed the chookies and let them out. Let's do a little reviewsy. I like it, actually. I'm really surprised. I thought I was not gonna be impressed, but I think with the base that I have laid down, so the primer, my Napoleon gold primer that I put on, which I've put away. Oh no, there it is. This one right here. Because it's shiny, it's a bit hard to focus. There it is, but I don't know if you can read that, but that's the one. It is amazing. Like I said this morning, it is my favorite primer of all time. It works with any foundation I've used. I have not had a problem. It's because it's not like a silicone-y, it's not pore filling or anything like that. It's just a really nice hydrating primer. Even if you have oily skin, it's okay. It might not be the best for really oily skin, but Napoleon does have a cream to water white colored primer. So they have, this is the one that Napoleon's wife created, and then before they sold the company, they came out with a truffle, is it black truffle? It's in a black bottle, exactly like this, but in a black one. And that one is a really hydrating one, great for those who have dry skin. And then they have the cream to water, which is in a white bottle, in the same shape, little tubey thing. That one is perfect for oily skin. And then the gold one is just good for everyone, really. It is a really good one. So I have found today that with that base, that my makeup looks great. I wore it in my video that I posted yesterday, which won't be yesterday when I post this, but my last video. The way it has worn, I think it's set really nicely. I haven't felt like I've had foundation on like at all. I think there was a few times where I was like, oh, like I went to like scratch and then I was like, oh, I've got foundation on. And then I thought, oh wow, you know, it's really lightweight. I don't feel like I've got foundation on. So that's been great. I did have lipstick on today. And then when I was eating, I sort of took it off. So I still have like a few little remnants, but then I put a lip gloss over the top. It's sort of come off around my nose because I've been blowing my nose because my nose has been running just with allergies, and around my mouth where I've been eating. But then usually the tell is sort of on my nose and on my chin. So on my chin, it actually looks like I have just applied it. Like this morning, it hasn't moved, hasn't done anything, and that's with eating. I will zoom, actually no, I'll just pick you up and I'll bring you in, and you can have a look. So it hasn't broken or anything. Around my nose, obviously it's come off and sort of creasing here, which is pretty normal. On my skin, still think it looks the same. I mean, the only thing that I would say, about this foundation, and it hasn't actually changed since I have put it on. I noticed this yesterday, and then I noticed this morning, but I didn't say anything because I wanted to see how it went. But I straight away knew that this foundation actually shows my fine lines more than any foundation has, and even more than when I have no foundation on. Like, I noticed that the lines that I was like, oh my god, I don't see that when I don't have foundation on, have all of a sudden appeared. So there's a few, like, I mean, I always know I've got this line down here, but there's more in here that are showing. There's ones down here that I never noticed before and are starting to show. It has like, I am creasy under my eye. That could be the concealer. It's usually the Shape Tape concealer that I actually find that does that to me, which is weird because everyone loves Shape Tape. So I don't know. And also, like, down here, I never noticed I had lines, and all of a sudden I have lines here. And I mean, yes, I age, but I look at myself in the mirror every day, and only wearing this foundation have I noticed these things. That's the only thing I don't like about this foundation, is that I find that it shows more, but it photographs really well. I find, like, when I look on the monitor here, it looks great, and when I look in the mirror from afar, it looks really good. And I've had people comment today saying they love my makeup today, which has been really good. When I'm walking down the street and just in shops, people are like, oh, I really love your makeup. So that's been really nice. But yeah, apart from that, I'm actually really impressed. So I will probably give it a 7 out of 10 today. I'm giving it such a high score because of how it has lasted throughout the day, and it hasn't moved, like, at all. It just hasn't. Like, it usually my foundation would start to, like, break up around my chin, and it hasn't moved at all, which is really, really, really good. It's insane. I'm actually, like, really shocked. But anyway, that's a great thing. But the only thing that I'm sort of not giving it, like, a great score out of is because I feel like it is showing those fine lines more than any foundation sort of does. So yeah, I'm gonna go 7 out of 10 for the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. So yeah, I would recommend giving it a go if you have dry skin. If you have oily skin, I'm not sure how it's going to go. My skin at the moment it changes. I have combination skin. So at the moment, like today, I would say I am a normal combination. So I'm normal on the outside, and I'm slightly combination on my T-zone today. Just a little bit more oily, like I can feel it here, and on my nose, just a tiny bit more oily than normal. But I've never had oily skin ever in my life. But some days, like, I might wake up tomorrow and my skin will be so dry that it'll start to, like, flake. My dermatitis that I get on my eyelids will be really bad, and I'll have, like, bright red eyelids. But yeah, that happens. Just one day I'll be really dry, and the next day I'll be okay. So that's just my skin. But if you have really oily skin, I'm not sure how it'll go. Do your research into anything. I always, if I'm going to get a recommendation about a product, I always look at different skin types, and I always get multiple people. I don't just go, oh, one person said this is great, so I'm going to buy it, and then expect it to be great for me. Because foundation is one of those things that if it will work for one person, it may not work for the next. So it's just a personal thing. We all want different things out of foundation, and our skins are like, our skin is all different from each other. So yeah, that's everything. I am going to go have a shower. I'm going to watch the sunset. I'm going to lock the chooks up, and then I'm going to, did I say have a shower? I hope so. I'm gonna have a shower anyway, and make my dinner, unpack my shopping, and make my dinner, and then I'm going to crawl into my bed and watch a few, maybe 2 more episodes of Orange is the New Black. I'm up to episode 8, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm up to 8. I haven't watched it for a couple of days. So yeah, and there's 13. So I'm getting towards the end, and I'm finding Facebook is starting to leak like the end of the whole thing. So I'm trying to watch it fast so I don't accidentally see any spoilers. So yeah, if you're into Orange is the New Black, like, put a comment below and let me know who your favorite person is and why, and then who's your least favorite. It can be a guard, but preferably like an inmate. Who is your like least favorite inmate? My least favorite is actually Piper. At first she was all good, then like it only took a couple of seasons and I was like, this girl's annoying. And there was a point where, like, because she was at the beginning, I feel like the first couple of seasons, she was really the focal point. And then they started to like bring the stories of the other characters in, and I loved that about it, because Piper started to annoy me. And I still like, I don't dislike her character, but I just don't love her. She just annoyed me. So I think she was the most annoying one there. And my favorite, I actually like Maria. I don't like what she did at the beginning of the riot, but I do actually like Maria, and I like Gloria as well. I like those girls. So yeah. The one I disliked the most was, is her name Blanca? Or no, Blancas? If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up, and please comment below about Orange is the New Black. That'd be cool. I'd love to see some comments and just your opinions on the show. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you want to. And I will be back with another makeup video very shortly. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm thinking I'm going to tan and then try out another foundation. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but the product is actually really popular with the American YouTube people. So yeah, you can guess what it is. I did get it from Mecca. That's another hint. So if you want to comment your guess below too, just comment something. Make sure it's positive, not negative, because I will block you. I ain't got time for negativity, you know? But yeah, I will see you in my next video. I'm going to stop talking. Alright, thanks guys, bye!